Hello everybody and welcome to another quick video from Mac User, and in this video I'm going to upgrade a Mac Mini from Sequoia to macOS 26. So let's get into it, shall we? So I've remoted into this machine. This one's sitting in the workshop at work. I thought it was already on 26, but it isn't. So if we click on the Apple icon and then go to About This Mac, it tells me there, and it obviously gives me the Sequoia option there. So I'm going to close that bit down, and it's very simple really. Just go to System Settings, and then in General there's a button there called Software Updates, and then you've got the option here to upgrade tonight or upgrade now. So all I've got to do, upgrade tonight or upgrade now. So we click on the upgrade now, agree, put in the password, and this will now download the software. It'll take quite a while for it because it's quite a big build, and that will now go away and install, and you're probably looking realistically at about 45 minutes to do this install. So we'll let that do its business, and then we'll come back and do a few bits after the install has completed. One thing you must do before you ever do the software update is ensure that this, the machine that you're going to do the upgrade to make sure that it has a backup, and the best method for that is Time Machine really. So certainly for the Mac Mini, just plug in a external hard drive into it and let the backup complete. If you're a bit paranoid, like sometimes I am with this, with the backup solutions, I have had a couple of times where the Time Machine has actually failed. You can do 2 Time Machine backups. So if your data is incredibly important and it's not stored in the cloud, then my recommendation is not just do 1 Time Machine backup, but do 2 Time Machine backups. So let the 2 Time Machines complete. So you've got 2 drives of the data. So even in a worst case scenario, one of those drives actually fails, you could actually retrieve the information from the other machine. It's been a while since Apple have released a software that's obviously had a bit of a meltdown and caused a problem where it hasn't installed the software. And some of these things range from either that it just will not install the operating system, which I have had, or it just sits there on the recovery partition where it's trying to build the software update. It does happen, and sometimes that's actually a hardware related issue. It's not a software related issue. But just in case, if you've got the data, my advice is you do a backup of the data prior to any software update, so that at least you've got the data just in case. Or you can just use the facilities like the iCloud facility. So if you pay Apple for the 2 terabyte cloud storage, then obviously all the data can be stored in the cloud. All your apps are in the cloud Apple ID anyway side of things. But if you haven't got that stuff on the internet, then my advice is just run the Time Machine and do the backup, and then you should be good to go. Okay, so the final part then, we've done the Time Machine backup, you've run the software update, and you've let the machine go away and do its install. On this particular video, it actually took a significant amount of time, and because I was remoting in via Splashtop, I lost connectivity and I couldn't get back into it, so I had to get onto the network and then use Apple Remote Desktop to get back into the Mac Mini to then carry out the final part of the install, which was basically the wizard to log me in, check whether I wanted 5-volt install, which is a new feature that they've added to the installation, which you never used to get that option, but you do now. So it always prompts you on a new operating system whether you want 5-volt installed or not. I chose not to because this is a test machine. And then I go into the machine itself. Once I'm in the machine, the only thing that I've got to do is to repair permissions. So this is because I'm very old school. We always used to do repair permissions. So you go to Disk Utility or go to Spotlight and type disk and it will disk utilities should come up as the first search option. And all you do is you repair the disk permissions, or first A as they now call it. So that'll go away, and just check to see if the actual installer has got any other little bits that need to just be sorted out, like any of the temp files and stuff. And once you've completed that, the OS is now installed and you're good to go. So you're now on a different operating system to what you were when you first started. A couple of little tidbits for you, really. I would certainly check your applications. So this machine has got a few applications on it that I'm not sure that they work. It's certainly got a Microsoft Office package, and that'll probably just need a software update because it's obviously on the later version of the software. And just go around and check whether any of the other software items are working correctly, or they need a few updates. So software programs like Carbon Copy Cloner would most probably need an update, so you might have to buy the additional new license for that. And some of the other stuff, go to the App Store and then just select the App Store, log in on your Apple ID. It will search the machine to see what apps you've got, as in what apps are required any updates, and let them go away and do their updates. And then finally, I would always just do one more reboot just to make sure that you're happy with the machine, and that's you good to go. Anyway, that's it from me for today. Hopefully that's been of some help. Look forward to seeing you on the next video, and as always, have a great day. Thanks for watching.